In the evolving world, one of the best ways for a business enterprise to gain relevance is by promoting the business on social media platforms. But what we've seen over the years is that creating an account on social media and posting your business there is simply not enough to generate growth. There are several business platforms on Facebook, Twitter, or even LinkedIn that have very few followers despite posting the most relevant information. The simple truth is that in order to succeed on social media, there is a certain level of mastery that business managers have to reach. In this video, we will go through the tricks necessary to properly master social media and teach you the best ways to determine what works for your audience, business, and brand image in general. Now, let's get to it. Why is social media mastery important? The first step is understanding why mastering social media is such a big deal. Since its inception, businesses have relied on data to predict what their customers need and when they'll need them. As far back as the 70s, we have companies like Target analyzing customer behaviors and mannerisms to understand American shoppers' psychology fully. This went as far as data analyst Andrew Pohl creating an algorithm to help the company determine when a certain customer is pregnant. This way, the adverts sent to them will be tailored towards those specific items they'll need during and after pregnancy. But the problem with this is that new and emerging businesses do not have these kinds of data. Even if they have a target market or an established customer, it is still hard to compete on the same level with older companies because they deal with more sophisticated data and will have more knowledge of the market. Social media has come to bridge that gap. In the US alone, about 80% of the youth use social media platforms, and most of their data, preference, and information are readily available there. There are several countries, regions, where your business would not normally reach. Still, with the aid of social media, it will penetrate there easily. That is why it is so important to leverage social media platforms to build a sustainable customer base and brand image. So many companies easily became popularized with the advent of social media, and we believe your business can be the next one too, if you follow the following steps. 1. Business objectives and audience. This is the stage we call preliminaries. The problem with many individuals and business organizations is that they don't know what they want going into these social media platforms. So when they get there, they are easily distracted and lose their focus. There is something on social media called algorithm. This, in layman's terms, can be said to mean preference. When you have a specified objective, the algorithm of whatever social media you choose will help you so that your feed will only display the things you want. But if you do not have an objective, your entire feed will be filled with random information and distracting posts. So, the first thing you need to ask yourself opening an account on any social media is, what does my company stand for? What do I want to achieve by joining this social medium? Who are the people I want to attract with this account? Once you can successfully answer these questions, you've successfully passed the first step in mastering social media. This will help you block all unnecessary topics or trends and only focus on those important to your objective's success. 2. Optimizing your profile. Now, this is a critical point in mastering your social media. Profile, here, doesn't only refer to your homepage on your account, where people see your profile picture and information, but also includes everything you're doing on social media to improve your brand name. The truth is, no one will stumble on your profile by mistake. Unless you're a very popular brand, the general audience won't search for your name on popular media to follow your account. You have to take your account to them. And I'm going to give you some of the best tips to keep your account always relevant and attractive. 1. Fill in necessary information. When you get on social media, you'll be required to fill out some information. It is through this information that your algorithm will be formed, and when you fill them all up, it gives you an edge over the others. Also, when your customers finally get to your account, there won't be much stress since everything will be there for them to see. 2. Follow relevant accounts. Another important thing when it comes to mastering social media is that you shouldn't just be after many followers, but should try to follow as many relevant accounts as possible. You can learn from the posts of these accounts, like and comment on their posts to create awareness for your brand too, and so on. Remember, the key word here is relevant. Do not use an official account to follow irrelevant accounts. It has dire consequences on your brand image. 3. Relevant tags. Tags or hashtags are also ways of gaining relevance on social media. Hashtags create communities, and when you use them properly, people can connect with you just by using the same hashtags and become a customer of your product. Remember that because a hashtag is popular doesn't make it relevant. For it to be relevant, it must align with the business's objectives. 4. Attractive text and images. Your posts should be short and attractive. People on social media have a short attention span, so you don't want to bore them with long threads. Also, post good graphics to promote your business on social media. If you follow all of these, your image and social media profile will be optimized, and many customers will be easily attracted. Number 3, listen first, promote later. Another huge mistake most business enterprises make is to rush and promote their business on social media platforms. They will spend huge amounts of money on ads and still end up not making huge profits because they're not promoting that business to the right audience or platform. After building your profile and creating an audience, the most important thing to do is to listen. Take your time and go through the comments. On social media, your audience will talk to you. Some will be nice and unnecessarily harsh, but most will just speak their truths. With these posts, you can easily find out the kind of product, advert, or service your customers want, and you can easily capitalize on that. Customer interaction and feedback is a goldmine. You just have to listen to hear it. After figuring out what your customers want, you can now promote to that specific group or on those platforms where you get your interactions most. This way, you will know which platform is best for your business, what your audience prefers, and what to sell to them. Number 4, data collection. Remember that the primary reason why you need social media is to understand how your customers tick. That means that interacting with your audience alone is not enough. You need to gather data on every social media to determine what your audience loves the most. You can get good data analysis from several apps and platforms, including Google Analytics, Hotjar, Fathom Analytics, and so on. With these apps, you can even get to know when and how people view your profiles, monitor what your audience does, and even predict what actions they will take. With these, you can easily gather and build on your strengths and weaknesses. 5. Be passionate. The last and also important part of mastering social media is to do it with passion. Social media is a huge platform with lots of information and trends. People will only remember you for as long as you're relevant and sincere to your art. Once you start treating your account with a lackadaisical attitude, they will easily ignore you and focus on the next best thing. You have to show passion, not just by words, but by being consistent with posts and engagements. You have to constantly remind people about the value of your business and equally promote it on all relevant platforms. Remember that even bigger and well-established companies like Amazon, Meta, and companies still have ads. So why shouldn't you? Once you follow all the strategies stated in this video, mastering social media to enhance your business becomes easier, and your growth and expansion becomes visible. Remember that the key is to keep it slow but steady. There is no rush in the industry, and there certainly is no magic. To remain relevant, an emerging company must stay true to its objectives and build its social media presence around it. That's it for today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and hit the subscribe button to get more videos like this.